Good morning. Good morning. It's time to rise and receive. Welcome to your 10-minute morning send-off designed to support you in receiving what you most want by unlearning struggle. So today we're going to talk about how to invite good fortune when you're seeking answers. So whether this is in your personal life, you're seeking answers, whether you're seeking answers in the state of the world that we're living in today on all sorts of different fronts, this is a really powerful rise and receive to help you connect with where your power is and is not regarding seeking answers, finding answers, and inviting good fortune. So if you don't know me, my name is Sonia Miller. I'm a speaker, coach, and best-selling author, and I am passionate about teaching people how to receive, because receiving is its own very concrete, results-producing skill set, and many of us just don't know how to receive. We know how to work hard, hunt, pursue, analyze, figure things out, make plans, and set goals, and we'll work really hard and keep working hard, but ultimately there comes a time that you need to stop the hard work and receive what you've been working hard for. A lot of people don't know how to do this. And even if we know that we're over-functioning and working too hard and we need to stop, once we stop, most of us are left with, now what? We feel powerless. We don't know what the answer is. So what I'm here to say is perhaps the answer is the counterbalance to all of that hard work, which is the receiving part. And what we do is we illuminate the difference between the doing model of power and the being model of power. So what I do each morning is I pull one card from my brand new Receive card deck. On it, there's a receiving principle that inspires a message. And then I will send you off on your day with a willingness mantra, because willingness activates the power of invitation. Invitation is the heart and soul of the being model of power. Intention is the heart and soul of the doing model of power. And while it's wonderful, useful, helpful, and needed, it can only take you so far. And when you over-rely on it, it causes a lot of hard work and unnecessary struggle. So today, I pulled the card entitled Receive Clarity. Receive Clarity. So if you're seeking answers, this one's for you. I'm not going to read the whole card. I'm going to include a link to an earlier video where I did a whole debrief on the entire card if you'd like to go deeper with this. But I am going to read a little excerpt and then we'll take it from there. Okay? So from the Receive Clarity card, here's the part I wanted to share today. When you are seeking clarity, the most natural thing in the world is to attempt to figure it out. And yet this mental activity can only take you so far. If you don't know when or how to stop the search for your answer and shift into receiving mode, you will struggle. Have you ever noticed that clarity comes when you let it go, when you sleep on it, when you walk away? This is a predictable, reliable, and necessary part of receiving clarity. The mind works in two modes, seeking and receiving. When you are seeking, your consciousness manifests lack. This is because beneath the seeking, your consciousness tells life, I am looking for an answer because I don't have it. The because is the consciousness that creates your reality. The space of your mind can only receive the belief that your answer is not here yet. So, try that on for size. When you are in seeking mode, your mind is actually focused on lack. The only reason you're seeking is because you are perceiving that in this moment, I don't have the answer. Okay? So with that, here's your mantra for the day. The main idea behind this is, when you notice, I encourage you to practice noticing when you are problem solving and seeking answers. If you can simply notice that you're in that mental activity, stop, take a breath. That is half the battle, just to notice that you're in seeking mode, which will keep you in lack mode. Okay? And then you can say this mantra instead. I am willing to receive clarity with joyful ease. I am willing to receive clarity with joyful ease. So this particular card talks about things like walk away, sleep on it. I've also talked in the past about doing nothing is doing something. These are all ways of taking our attention off the problem. Because when you're problem solving, your attention is focused on problem. So for today, the thing I really wanted to unpack a little bit more, and some of you have maybe heard this phrase before, and if not, it's a really powerful concept. It is this: what you resist persists. What you receive invites new possibilities. So what does that mean? Well, our attention, and you can look at, quantum mechanics about how the observer affects the observed, and all of life is energy and the wave of infinite potential, and then it collapses into form. You can get really scientific, you can get mystical, you can get spiritual. So there's plenty out there if you need to support this concept. I'm a practitioner, so I'm really practical, and I just want to teach you what to do and how this works. Okay. What you resist persists means that when you give your attention to something, you're giving it energy, you're giving it life form. The field of infinite potential just can collapse and poof, you've manifested something. It won't say poof, but that's what happens. It manifests as you observe it. Now, when you resist something, when you fight against something, in other words, when you're trying to solve a problem, which means you're resisting, trying to figure out, give lots of attention to this apparent lack of an answer, it expands. Okay? When you resist something, you're giving your attention to what you don't want. So when you're seeking answers in your personal life, when you're seeking answers and clarity from this world that we're living in right now, and you keep giving your attention to it, you're going to keep experiencing a lack of clarity, a lack of answers, and that resistance of what currently is. Because the whole reason you want to solve the problem is because what currently is not okay. So you're resisting what is. All of that gets a lot of life, and you get more of it. Okay? So what you resist persists. What you receive invites new possibilities. So what does that mean? Well, if you receive the fact that you simply don't know, and you let that be here, you say, you know what? I'm just going to walk away from this problem. I'm going to go do something else. I'm going to sleep on it. You've now taken your attention off of problem, off of lack, and you've put it on something else. Okay? So you can just go have fun. You can say a mantra which says, I am willing to invite clarity with ease. Go for a walk, sleep on it, just do something else. And it's amazing. I know you've all had this experience when you finally let it go, something comes in. Answers come, clarity comes. So that's the principle behind this card today. Receive clarity. And your mantra is, I am willing to receive clarity with joyful ease. Practice the power of walking away. Practice the power of letting what you've been resisting, what you've been trying to figure out, rest. Receive the fact that you're struggling with it, that you don't know the answer, and go do something else. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. And if it was, please like, please share, please hit the red button, the subscribe button on YouTube if you're there. It helps me reach the people that I'm here to serve. And if you would like to explore ways to learn more, to practice, and how to become a fortunate receiver, I'm providing a whole bunch of links in the description above and below, depending on whether you're on Facebook and YouTube. Just explore what speaks to you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you at the next Rise and Receive. Bye, everybody.